Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Today, we're starting the new saga of Pokemon with Pokemon Season 6, Episodes 1 to 5. So, should be interesting, huh? Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 6, Episode 1, Get the Show on the Road. And for our first episode of not just a new season, but a new saga, it ain't half bad. So, from the last season, Pikachu is sadly sick. And to Ash's credit, instead of panicking like any trainer would do, he instantly remembers what he needed to do. Go to the professor of this region and try and find out why is Pikachu so sick. Turns out there's a lot of unbuilt electricity in his cheeks that they need to try and get rid of. And from what we got from that plot, it is pretty great. As Ash is caring for Pikachu, just goes to show how much of a great friendship these two have, despite the ups and downs. And the tension is really well done. And it wraps up in a very neat little bow with... Well, I'll get to that in a second. There's a bit where Pikachu jumps off the cliff and Ash literally throws himself off to save it. There's a sweet moment where Pikachu accidentally bites Ash, but he doesn't think too much of it until Pikachu starts slowly getting back to normal and Pikachu starts licking it. Honestly, that moment is so damn adorable. It made me go, aw. I mean, even Ash knows Pikachu didn't mean to do it because, well, Fever makes us do crazy things sometimes. I mean, hell, we don't even have any control over it. So yeah, that little moment's damn adorable. And I like that Team Rocket was the problem and also the solution to the problem, so... Yeah, they were the cause of Pikachu's illness, and they're the cure for it as well. Kind of a, this entire thing was pointless kind of moment. But hey, it still leads to a pretty fun entertainment. I even like Professor Birch. He seems like a really interesting character. Not as good as Oak, but much better than Professor Elm. Yeah, but that is a hot take. And I like how he instantly helps Ash in any way he can. Goes to show why he's the professor of this region. So yeah, I like Professor Birch. And now here's a hot take for some people. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but an opinion is an opinion. I don't like May's introduction here. Yes, I'm saying that about a character who gets a million times better in the next 3 seasons. But here's where I don't like her introduction. Now Dawn gets a better introduction in Season 10. Iris in Season 14, not so much. But May here is not great. First of all, leaving her brother, who, spoiler, we get to meet 2 episodes later, she left him behind. What sister does that? 2, this is how she's introduced, with hating Pokemon and just wanting to travel. Then why the hell aren't you traveling then? And 3, and this is the biggest one, hating Pokemon. Now, there are legit reasons later, but we don't find it until later. This is how you introduce your new character, by pretty much making her Misty 2.0, but just done worse. At least Misty loved Pokemon, and she got her bike back in the end. This is pretty much how May's character is introduced, folks. Rambunctious, a little annoying, hates Pokemon, and... yeah, this is how you're supposed to introduce a new character. I'm sorry, I'm one of those people that don't like May's introduction. And I did say she does get much better later, but she has a bit of a rocky start. I don't know what you're thinking. Oh, well, she's a new character. You're gonna get time to get used to her. There is another character that appears 2 episodes later, and I'll get to that. But just to make me like somebody. Ash started out like that too, but at least she was interesting. Same with Brock. Same with Misty. But May? I don't don't like her introduction. And at first, I thought she was going to let it go that, oh yeah, her bike gets destroyed. Yeah. Sound familiar? Sound familiar? Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not a big fan. But again, it'll take time for me to get used to her, but this introduction is not great. But still, she decides to travel with Ash anyway, to head to Petalburg City. Yeah, we'll get to that 2 episodes later. So yeah, I thought it was an okay start. Ash and Pikachu were great, Professor Birch is great, but May not so much. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 6, Episode 2, A Ruin with a View. So Ash and May are traveling together to head to Petalburg City for Ash's first gym battle. And we think it's May's first gym battle. So after May tries to, oh yeah, she gets her oh yeah, I forgot. May is a new trainer. She decides to get a Torchic, which is honestly a little cute. And, yeah, she gets her first kind of battle, but yeah, I'll give May this. She is trying. So they come across this guy who is into ruins, and after Ash and May head to the Pokemon Center, they come across him again, and it turns out he has his own lab there too, and he's trying to find this place that has a secret underground cavern. And this is where we get the introduction of the new evil team of this region. Yeah, we got the iconic Team Rocket. They were a great threat. The next couple or two, pretty much Team Galactic during the Diamond Pearl Saga, were great. I heard from some people that Team Magma and Team Aqua are not great. And this episode really doesn't help with that. They are freaking boring. The only time they're a legit threat is when they threaten to cut off the power to the Pokemon Center. But that gets resolved anyway, so that threat pretty much lowers down. They're trying to find this tablet thing that can go over to the power. Yeah, you know the drill. Even though they only needed the research, they could have stayed a little longer. Because it turns out when Ash and May eventually get out of the Pokemon Center, helping Nurse Joy along the way, and trying to get to the guy in time, turns out they needed to wait until the morning to, get more discoveries. So why the hell didn't they just wait? I don't know. It feels pretty stupid. They could have, done more research into the thing they were going to steal. It makes no sense to me. This is our villain, folks, and they can't even do that right. Although there is a humorous scene where Team Rocket tries to get inside, but they get immediately foiled. That gets a little laugh. But still, it's a whatever episode. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, Christ. Today, we're looking at Pokemon Season 6, Episode 3, There's No Place Like Hoenn. You thought May's introduction was done poorly? Take a gander at possibly the worst kid character in all of Pokemon. Ladies and gentlemen, Max. I'm gonna need a moment, because, God, this character. Okay, I'm calm now. But I'm just gonna get this out of the way. Max sucks. Braying his sister, making fun of Ash, constantly making fun of Ash, berating his battling style, and making fun of Torchic. I need a moment. I just need to get out of the way. I hate this character. Annoying, snot-nosed, know-it-all little brat. Thank God they fixed that during the X and Y saga, because Jesus Christ, does this character irritate me? May, whatever the stuff I said to you earlier, I am terribly sorry. But your brother is absolute ass. But I will say, and yes, spoiler alert, the Petalburg City Gym Leader is the father of May and Max. This is Norman, and he's a legit nice dude. Hell, he even accepts Ash's his gym battle. And yes, this does count as a gym battle, even though canonically Ash doesn't get anything out of it. He's just told to go to Rustboro City to get his first official gym badge. Because apparently you need 3 Pokemon to battle Norman, and he only got 1. But nice of Norman to give Ash that battle anyway. To which, surprisingly, no surprise, Ash loses. But hey, at least Norman's a nice dude. Hell, he even helps when Team Rocket does the usual dumb scheme. So yeah, it has a nice ending, but that Max character, man. Now, I don't condone violence towards children, but this little brat needs a good punch. And thank God May, and especially Torchic, thank you Torchic for giving him a good, I hate this character. This introduction is horrible. Like May, he does get better, but man, is he irritating. Let's move on before I want to throw something. Oh God. Today, we're looking at Pokemon Season 6, Episode 4, You Never Can Taillow. And this one is a pretty decent episode. So Ash, May, and Max tried to get some lunch, but it turns out Ash didn't pack anything. Yeah, typical Ash. So they tried to get some fruit, only to get surrounded by a group of Taillow, particularly one with a chocolate flavored beak. Yeah, this Taillow steals Max's chocolate bar. Thank you, Taillow. And yeah, you know the drill. The head group of the herd, the chocolate beaked Taillow, challenges Pikachu to a fight. And for what it's worth, the fight is actually pretty good. I mean, that, despite having the type advantage, despite having the type disadvantage, that Taillow never gives up. That is one tough mofo. Even Ash is impressed. And I like how Taillow instantly teams up with Ash. And there is a funny moment where Team Rocket tries to bribe the Taillows into teaming up with them, only to get, fooled by food. So yeah, Taillow's introduction in this episode is honestly pretty good. Oh, and speaking of introductions, guess who's back? Brock. Yeah, Brock comes back. He helps Ash, May, and Max out of that predicament, and Fortress being the only Pokemon he brought with him, he decides to bring them on their journey. He decides to tag along. For it turns out they didn't need him after all. I don't know, and I don't know how he managed to catch up with them yet get to the Hoenn region around the same time Ash did, but hey, it's great that Brock comes back. And I like he's the one that gets all of the Taillows to backstab Team Rocket, which is a legit funny. So yeah, I thought this episode was pretty decent. Brock's reintroduction is great. Taillow is pretty cool. And man, that fight against Taillow versus Pikachu was pretty damn good. So yeah, I thought it was a ton of fun. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 6, Episode 5, In the Knicker of Time. And this episode is whatever. So Ash, Brock, May, and Max are heading to the forest where they come across a Zigzagoon that is much bigger than a normal Zigzagoon. Turns out it's just a kid in a suit trying to capture one. But May and Max happen to get in the way. He finds out they're the children of Norman, the Petalburg City Gym Leader, challenges May to a fight, she loses, he insults them, promoting Max to pretty much sabotage this kid's chances of catching a Pokemon. Now I get why Max would do this. I mean, if you insulted a member of my family, I go out of my way to sabotage you. It's a one-way street. You insult my family, you get karma. And this is one of the few rare chances, this is one of the few instances I'm siding with Max. Yes, the character I berated 2 episodes ago, I actually kind of agree with him there. And While Nikolai, the character himself, is fine. And I will give him some credit. He does actually feel bad for what he said, but shouldn't have done it in the first place, bro. Really? Oh, and whatever on Team Rocket. Oh, there is a pretty funny scene where May thinks that Z's are going to evolve into humans, and Max is only one good line. You want to take another whack on that one, sister? It's legit pretty funny. But it's still a whatever episode with Nikolai being legit a bad person, and I get what Max was trying to do, but that apology kind of felt forced, in my opinion. But at least he apologized? I don't know, the episode's whatever. And that's the end of the video, folks. Hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up, like and comment, subscribe, and I hope to get more videos like this. Speaking of which, tomorrow, I'll be looking at Pokemon Season 6, Episodes 6 to 10. Keep an eye out for that video. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.